Hello, this is Jesus' daughter Lamor. Today I am here to talk about people that is having a hard time. In reference to what I mean is, are you giving people a hard time, okay? Are you one of those people that like to give people a hard time? And you might not be doing it purposely. It might be a curse that's flowing through your family, generational, from back to grandmothers and great-grandfathers. And you just don't know why you're giving people a hard time. You don't want to be that way, but for some reason you just can't control the situation. Now, to let you understand this is that you giving people a hard time, whether you're doing it purposely or not, this does create a problem. The problem is, if you're giving people a hard time, 9 times out of 10, eventually people will start giving you a hard time because you're creating a bad atmosphere that's causing to linger around your life, and it's causing people to give you a hard time when they see you in stores and different places, and you'll be wondering, like, why is this person giving me a hard time? Why are they doing this to me? I don't understand. Well, look at what you're doing. If you're giving people a hard time with your jobs, if you're giving people a hard time with different things in life, depending on what kind of position you got in your life or what's going on in your life, understand that you will get this benefit back in return. People are going to give you a hard time. You see what I'm saying? Especially if God is speaking to your heart and telling you to help the person and to release whatever he wants to release through you to that person, whether it's a message, whatever it may be. If you're giving them a hard time, you're not letting them know what's going on. Or if you're giving that person a hard time, you're not blessing them with whatever God is telling you to bless them with. Understand that God is going to eventually allow you to have a hard time to people, meaning God is going to allow people to give you a hard time, or God will just make people give you a hard time. That's just how that works, straight up. So if you're one of those people, like I said earlier, you're giving people a hard time, you don't, and you get a thrill out of giving people a hard time. Understand you're not going to go far with this, and people are going to give you a hard time. So trust me, it's going to be one day in your life that you're going to, you're going to get tired of that, because you can't. I mean, come on. If you like people giving you a hard time, you're really sick. You need help. If you know you don't like people giving you a hard time, you want to make things pleasant, smooth, and simple, then you got to change that atmosphere around you that you created, whether it's a generational curse, a spell, or whether it's just you being silly, ignorant, or just being difficult or crazy. Either or, it doesn't matter, to get to the point, to create a good atmosphere in that area for people to give you not a hard time anymore. You have to start giving people making it sense. You got to get to the point. You got to start giving people a hard time, and therefore you will see results of people not giving you a hard time anymore, as I said earlier. So I just wanted to share this with you guys on, if you've been kind of wondering, like, why everybody giving me a hard time? Why everywhere I go, people making, they giving me a hard time? What's up with this, Lord? And you're one of those people that got God and you're going through this. 9 times out of 10, which is a 10 to 10, that God is making people give you a hard time because you're not looking at who you are. You're not looking at the fact you're giving people a hard time. It don't work like that. You give people a hard time and they don't give you a hard time. You see what I'm saying? That's impossible. It's impossible, straight up. So if you want people to stop giving you a hard time, then you need to start giving people a hard time, and I'll work out well. You'll create a great atmosphere around you. You'll start to notice weeks after months that people are not giving you a hard time no more. They making things smooth for you. They making stuff simple for you. They getting to the point with you. If that's what you want, you have to change your ways in that area. You gotta stop. You gotta stop giving people a hard time, straight up. Because if you don't, it's gonna keep going, okay? And you're making it bad for yourself. You're hurting yourself. Now, some people, don't get me wrong, they like giving people a hard time. They get a thrill out of it. To me, that's wickedness. But at the same time, like I say, certain people don't do it purposely. Certain people, they do that because that's just who they are. If that's just who you are, then that's who you are. But at the same time, understand it's a possibility. Not saying that everybody get done like this, because everybody get done different by God. It's the truth. But it's a possibility people will give you a hard time in certain areas of your life or certain things. You see what I'm saying? So I just wanted to share that with you guys and break that down on how that operates and how that works. so you won't be deceived, and so you won't be, in the darkness. It's like now why people are giving you a hard time. Look at yourself and you'll figure it all out. You'll see what I'm talking about. Okay, she right. It's me. Sometimes you gotta be honest with yourself and say it's you. You giving people a hard time, so you create an atmosphere to where people are drawn to you to give you a hard time, straight up. And once you be honest about this and realize what's going on and take this truth in your spirit, you will actually be able to break this curse. And I'm not saying it'll happen overnight. It basically can happen in one day or in a couple of hours, but it's based on how serious the person take it. You see what I'm saying? And like I said, that's pretty much the deal on why people are giving you a hard time if you're one of those people that is experiencing this, and what you can do to get out of this and to cancel this curse and to break this curse in the name of Jesus. You see what I'm saying? This is how you will break this curse in the name of Jesus. Straight up. This is how you break this. And like I said, I go a lot of places and people give you a hard time. They say they whatever. So I have to realize, okay, is it me? What's going on? You have to realize, is it me? Do I give people a hard time? And that you're doing this, you're giving people a hard time, then that's your answer. And you know what you need to do to fix it so you can get great results in the long run. You see what I'm saying? So I just want to thank you for listening to this message. Hopefully that it's beneficial to you, and like I said, I hope that it opened your eyes, because this is very important. You need to know this. You see what I'm saying? Because I need to know that. I need to know this. We all need to know the truth. Because it's important, so we can make changes and break curses in our life continuously as we move on in our journeys with God. You see what I'm saying? With Jesus Christ. So I want to thank you. This is Jesus' daughter Lamor, and that's pretty much the deal with that.